Hi guys, and welcome back. Today we have another reading jar picks our reads for the month. So basically, in case you do not know what the TBR jar is, basically I have a bunch of prompts in the jar that could be like a cover that is mostly pink or with a character that is most like you. And you have to pick the book that is most like that prompt. And if I do not have a book that matches that prompt, I just skip that prompt and go on to the next one. Now, I will be picking 7 books this month, even though I barely read any of the books off my TBR last month because it was just a slower reading month. Okay, so starting off, I do have a couple books that I'm really looking forward to on my TBR cart over here. I am specifically looking forward to A Forgery of Fate by Elizabeth Lim, Deadly Little Scandals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, We Hunt the Flame, and then probably The Verdant Cage, which I'm actually reading right now, and then Nothing Like the Movies. So if I could get somehow those in there somewhere, I would love that. But now for the first prompt, and just to let you know, the prompts that I chose last month probably are not in here because I lost most of the papers. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but I kind of did, so I don't think those prompts are in here this time, which is kind of good because we've been getting the exact same prompts every time. But our first prompt is Up to the TBR Wheel? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to go put these all on a wheel. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the first prompt is Up to the TBR Wheel, and so I'm gonna have to go put these all into the TBR wheel. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That is gonna take a while because I believe there's like almost 50 books here. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'll go get the books that I've got from the library and also put them on this cart because that's also part of my TBR. Okay, before I cut away and start putting all these on the TBR spinner, I just wanted to say what I got from my library this month. I got Tamora Pierce, Trickster's Choice, a Tortal Legend, which is about the daughter of Alana from the Song of the Lioness series, which I absolutely adored. It was also one of like the first YA books I think I read, so I really liked it. And then as the second book I got, you probably saw, is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. And I've just been seeing stuff about this. I do know that it's clean, so I'm really excited about it. Yeah, this one's pretty much a journey, and then this one is her trying to get away from these people that I think kidnapped her or something like that. So yeah, very excited about both of these. Gonna put these on the TBR cart. Okay, they fit perfectly. Now I'm going to go through and put these all on the spinner because, yeah. So I will be back in a minute. After quite a lot of time, I finally have them all on there, and you can't read them because it has them covered up so you don't see what it could be while it's spinning. But let's go ahead and choose what it will be. Try and get the light to focus on it. Let's spin it. What are we getting for the first pick? What is it? A Little Princess? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to read a classic this month. I already have to read classics for school. Okay, fine. I guess I have to read it. The first book is A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. I got this really beat up copy from my library that they were selling, and it's really beat up, to say the least. Like, look at all of this. It's kind of painful, but it is still the book. It's still all there. The font isn't terrible. It's not the longest book. It's only right over 300 pages. I think 312 was what I just saw. But that is our pick. That is our pick for TBR Wheel Chooses. Now we also have that wheel now in case we, get another paper like that. But moving on to our second choice, our second TBR jar pick, we have a piece of paper. Hopefully we keep getting ones we have not gotten, because so far I hadn't gotten a TBR wheel before, but yeah. Okay, this one is kind of funny, and I don't even know if I have one, but the next TBR prompt is it has to have trees on the cover. Oh my goodness. Focus. Okay, there we go. It has to have trees on the cover. So, looking at this, let's see. Do any of these have trees on the cover? Let's see. Does this have trees on the cover? No. No, that doesn't. That does not. Well, does that? That actually does have trees in the very back. No, that's a house. Never mind. Okay. Gonna continue looking. Trees on the cover. That is branches. I would consider that a tree, but it's honestly not. That does have trees on the cover on those islands. Those are trees. So that's gonna count. That's one of our options. Then hatchet, that is a tree right there. Oh, hatchet, there's a tree behind it, and that's like tree branches. So that also counts as a tree. And then we also have Anne of Green Gables has trees on the cover, so that can also count. I'm really wanting to get a fantasy. Go ahead and lock in some fantasies before this is over, though. We have this indie published book has trees on the back also. My goodness. I've been getting a little upset at the TBR jar lately with its picks, but we'll see. We have quite a few choices, I would say. We have all of these. We have Flight, Hatchet, and Green Gables, The Little White Medicine Woman, You've Reached Sam, Sunkiss, and The Fellowship of the Ring. And since I already am like halfway through Flight by Chuck Black, I think I am going to put this on my TBR for the month because, I mean, I'm already almost all the way through it, and then I can just read something else. I forgot to say this earlier, but A Little Princess, it says, is about a young girl named Sarah Crew, a privileged daughter of a wealthy diamond merchant. All the other girls at Miss Minchin's school treat Sarah as if she truly were a princess, but when Captain Crew's fortune is sadly lost, Sarah's luck changes. Suddenly, she is treated no better than a scullery maid. Her own fierce determination to maintain her dignity and remain a princess inside has intrigued and delighted readers for almost 100 years, even inspiring a recent popular feature film. Okay, actually, I remember the VeggieTales, take on A Little Princess. I loved that VeggieTales, so actually, I'm pretty sure I will actually really like that. And then Flight by Chuck Black is the continuation of the Star-Lore legacy. So this is book 2 in the Star-Lore legacy, which follows Dason Lockridge, or at least the first few books do. And he is like a prince in on this world, and then he figures out there's a bunch of secrets. No one's really been telling the truth. There's this oppressed other race. And yeah, kind of figuring out all the secrets that have been circling around his life since he's been born and all that. I'm not really good at explaining that book specifically, but yeah. Now, actually on to our third pick. Okay, we have a paper. Let's see. Oh, I saw a word. So, for the pick for the next pick. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever had this much trouble with stuff focusing. I don't know. I really hope y'all saw that. It says multi-POV, okay? Yeah, it says multi-POV, but it really would not show up on the camera. So, multi-POV, we can go a lot. Let's see all the multi-POV books that I have. Keeper of the Lost Cities is not multi-POV. I honestly think Nancy Drew is multi-POV, right? I think. No, it's kind of just like a third person, right? Okay. This is, in fact, multi-POV. Never Lie by Frida McFadden. So we're going to add that to our choices. And then I think Rebel is also multi-POV. Yes, Rebel is also multi-POV. No, I'm not going to choose those two. The two I am between, though, to choose is Nothing Like the Movies, because I believe we get Wes and Liz's POV in Nothing Like the Movies, which is book 2 of Better Than the Movies. We Hunt the Flame, which I believe we get Zafira and Nasir, both of their POVs in this one as well. So let me just double check with that. Nasir. Okay, yeah, this is multi-POV. So this is multi-POV and this is multi-POV, and I cannot really decide. Okay, I guess I'm just going to, for now, we're going to choose We Hunt the Flame, and just to check that it's multi-POV. Okay, yes, so this is multi-POV. We get Zafira and Nasir. Okay, so let me just read you the back, because I actually don't know much about this one, besides it sounds really intriguing, and I think the second one just came out or was about to come out. Zafira is the hunter, disguising herself as a man when she braves the cursed forest of the Ars to feed her people. Nasir is the Prince of Death, assassinating those foolish enough to defy his autocratic father, the Sultan. If Zafira is exposed as a girl, all of her achievements will be rejected. If Nasir displays his compassion, his father will punish him in the most brutal of ways. Both Zafira and Nasir are legends in the kingdom of Arwia, but neither wants to be. War is brewing and the Ars sweeps closer with each passing day, engulfing the land in shadow. While Zafira embarks on a quest to uncover a lost artifact that can restore magic to her suffering world and stop the Ars, Nasir is sent by the Sultan on a similar mission: retrieve the artifact and kill the hunter. But an ancient evil stirs as their journey unfolds, and the prize they seek may pose a threat greater than either can imagine. So it is inspired by ancient Arabia, which I have really been liking, like desert and all that stuff lately. So I really am super excited about this one. So this is our third choice, and this is our choice for multi. Oh, I guess it's not gonna focus again. Anyway, this is our choice for multi-POV, because it's multi-POV and I've been wanting to read this one. So yeah. Okay, now on to our fourth book. These are like my favorite videos to make, guys, in case you couldn't tell. I enjoy these so much. They're so fun because then I get excited about reading these books, in case you can't tell. So, this next one is going to be really fun. I don't even know if I have one with it, though. Girl, lady, or woman in the title. So, yeah. That is our next choice. Girl, lady, or woman? What did it say? Women or woman? Okay, it said woman. So, with the A-N, not a E-N. So, none of these fit. I would say that the Little Medicine women would fit, but it's women, not woman. So, therefore, it doesn't match. We're going to have to redraw, I guess. So, we're going to go throw that one that way because I don't have a book that fits it. Now, the actual next TBR jar choice is Anticipation. Okay. Oh my goodness, I've gotten this one before. It's so hard. Okay. Set somewhere you'd like to visit. I literally got this last month. So I'm gonna take this as anywhere I'd like to visit. Fantasy world, real worlds. Someplace I'd like to visit. Where do I even want to go? Honestly, I don't even know anywhere that I want to go. That I own a book to. Like, I don't want to go to Canada. That's just an alternate America. So, like, I mean, if I chose if he had been with me, that should be like a alternate high school, pretty much. There's not really anywhere I want to get. I mean, all of these are like, they're dangerous places where they are. Why would I want to go to one of those places? Well, I guess yet another one that is, can't make up my mind about, we're throwing again. Now, hopefully this is a real choice this time. Somewhere I'd like to go. That's literally like none of these I'd like to go to. I mean, I guess nothing like movies. I go to college. I mean, I want to go to college eventually, but like. Okay, the next pick is a book that scares you or scares me. I keep getting all the same ones now. A book that scares me. Like actually like scares me, or just like I'm like timid to read. Like a little scared to read. Oh my goodness, why am I having such a hard time picking today? Okay, focus. Lock in. So far we have a sci-fi, a fantasy, and a like historical fiction. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Nothing Like the Movies on there because I am scared to read this because what do you mean? What do you mean there's a second book and then better than the movie series, and I've also heard that the first one is way better, and just don't read the second one. So I'm a bit terrified to read this, because what do you mean they didn't have a happy ending, so they have to have a second book to make up for it? What do you mean? Okay, so yeah, that is what we're adding for a book that scares me, because I am terrified. Why? Like, why would they do that to the characters? Moving on. I feel like we have such a little books left on our TBR. Like, that's so nice. Next, oh, yeah. Okay, Nothing Like the Movies is the second book in the Better Than the Movies series, which follows Wes and Liz. Liz has always been obsessed with rom-coms. She kind of wants her life to be one. She's always had this crush on this one dude who had moved away, but then he moves back, and then so she gets her next-door neighbor, Wes, to try to set her up with this dude that she has had a crush on for a while, and then figures out that the dude she had a crush on for a while might not be the one she actually likes. And that's the first book, and then this is the second book, which I believe is their second chance, which is terrible, because like how did they not end up together in the first one? I'm so sad. Anyway, so that is our next pick, Nothing Like the Movies. And then our next prompt, I need either like a thriller or a fantasy. I am begging, I need a thriller or fantasy. I really want to get a Portrait of Fate and Deadly Little Scandals, and we're getting close to the end of picking these, so yeah. Okay, now the prompt is by one of my favorite authors, so focus. Okay, it's okay if you can't see it. The prompt is by one of your favorite authors, and that makes that so easy, because I literally love Jennifer Lynn Barnes and Elizabeth Lim, but which one do I read? So these are my two options, because this is like my favorite authors currently are Jennifer Lynn Barnes and then Elizabeth Lim, but I do think I am going to choose Deadly Little Scandals, because I'd say Jennifer Lynn Barnes is probably my favorite author overall. And also, I really want to know what happens at the end of this series. I don't feel like starting yet another series right now. So this will actually finish up the Little White Lies duology that I'm currently in the middle of. And so that's really nice. And then this is a mystery thriller, I believe. Something along those lines. A mystery of some sort. And I'm really excited. So this was the choice for by your favorite author. By one of my favorite authors. Okay? And the Little White Lies duology is about Sawyer, who gets invited by her grandmother to come and be like in Southern society as a debutante for like $100,000. And she's kind of really struggling with money right now. Her mom will just go away for multiple days, not tell her that she's leaving. Like, her mom's not getting really any money, so she's pretty much having to do all this herself. So she agrees to go like debut in like Southern society. And this is in the modern world. So, yeah, and then while she's there, she's also trying to figure out who her father is, because her mother never told her who her father was, so she's trying to figure out who he is, and then Deadly Little Scandals is just the continuation of that. It is book 2 in the series. So, yeah, hopefully I complete a bunch of series this month, because, like, so far we have 3 of these 5 are in a series, like, not the first book. Okay, actually, so we've picked 5, so we have 2 picks left, so that's fun. On to our next pick. We got a little one. We have, oh my goodness. Okay, you probably can't see it. This is doing terrible at focusing today, but it says a genre I don't usually read. So I'm just gonna go look at my stats real quick and see the most read genres that I can just eliminate from being in the running. My top genres, I'm guessing, are like fantasy and romance this year so far. Okay, my most read genres are fantasy, romance, sci-fi, and thrillers. So if it cannot be a fantasy, romance, sci-fi, or thriller. It has to be a different book. That's funny, because that's all I read. Are you kidding me? Am I gonna have to pick another classic? Like, none of these are things I don't read, really. I've kind of curated my thing. I really do not want to read another classic this month, but, I mean, I guess I'm reading another classic, guys. So, with our choices, we have nonfiction, which honestly, I'm going to be honest, I read the least, so that's going to be the pick. Which one of these nonfictions, though, that is in this compilation, I have no clue. So, let's see. Let's look at these real quick. Okay, so I have the Signature Classics by C.S. Lewis. Got this a couple Christmases ago. We have Mere Christianity, oh my goodness, I can't speak. Mere Christianity, The Screwtape Letters, Miracles, The Great Divorce, The Problem of Pain, A Grief Observed, The Abolition of Man, and The Four Loves. So, I am already about halfway through Mere Christianity, I think. So, that'll probably be what I choose because, yeah, that is the one I've been trying to finish for a while. So, I am choosing Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis for my next pick. And, yeah. Now we have one more pick left, and 2 of the 7 this month are classics. How did that happen? Personally, I don't think I'll get around to reading this, but we will see, because if I'm not excited about reading something, I will not get around to reading it. So that is the pick for the month. Now, really hope I can get either a library book or A Forgery of Fate. Maybe The Verdant Cage, though. I'll be reading that anyway, even if I don't get it on my TBR, though. I'll probably, no, I'll actually finish The Verdant Cage before. I think I'll finish The Verdant Cage before April, because April's in a couple days. We got one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, this is our last choice. I'm not even gonna look at it. Okay, it's so tiny. Oh my goodness. It's a tiny one. It is indeed a tiny one. Okay. Oh my goodness, I can't. It's not gonna focus. Why is it not focusing this week or this month? Okay, anyway, it's not gonna focus, but it's a new author. So like a debut author, I'm guessing, like the newest author here. New author. So basically, I'm gonna see if this works to just, you know what, will it work if I just take a picture of this and just, okay, so I'm currently asking AI which of these is debuts, because I have no clue. Oh my goodness, why won't it just tell me if it's a debut author? This is literally taking forever. Debut author. Is this author's debut? Nope, she's a New York Times bestselling author already. Do we really have no debuts? Hey Siri, is Hatchet by Gary Paulson a debut novel?
Hatchet is Gary Paulson's most famous novel.
Dude, you're just not gonna... Dude, okay, yet another prompt we're not gonna do because I cannot tell if it's like a new author. Because I literally don't know. Like, a new author. I mean, I guess some of these are new authors, but like, not like debuts. I mean, didn't it say debut specifically? We'll see. This is like our 5th one that we've had to like skip today. So fun. Are you literally kidding me? Bought anywhere but Amazon. Literally, the one book I want is bought from Amazon. So annoying. Let's see, what's a book I did not buy from Amazon that I really want to read? Do I really want to like start a new series though? Because I feel like I kind of don't want to start a new series. Like, is there any like continuations of series I have that I didn't buy off Amazon that are like actually interesting? So I have quite a lot of options. I'm just like thinking about it because, yeah, I can't process this and my brain is just not awake right now. So I think the last pick for the month is going to be, this one seems really interesting. The last pick of the month is going to be 3 Dark Crowns by Kinder Blake. Interesting name, cool name actually. So the one for bought anywhere but Amazon is going to be 3 Dark Crowns. I bought this at a local bookstore around here, so I will be reading that. It says, in every generation of the island of Fenbairn, a set of triplets is born, all 3 queens, all equal heirs to the crown, and each possessor of a coveted magic. Mirabella is an elemental, able to spark hungry flames or vicious storms at the snap of her fingers. Catherine is a poisoner, one who can ingest the deadliest poisons without so much as a stomach ache. Arsinoe, a naturalist, is said to have the ability to bloom the reddest rose and control the fiercest of lions. But becoming the queen crowned isn't solely a matter of royal birth. Each sister has to fight for it, and it's not just a game of win or lose, it's life or death. The night the sisters turn 16, the battle begins. The last queen standing gets the crown. So that looks really interesting to me. So that is what we have chosen for our last pick of the month. And I honestly wonder how much of this footage was spent just like staring off into nothingness, because I sure stared off into nothingness a lot. So these are all our picks. So I'm going to go through and tell you what they each are. Bought anywhere but Amazon, we have 3 Dark Crowns by Kinder Blake. And then for a genre I don't usually read, we have Mere Christianity Mere Christianity, which is inside this compilation by C.S. Lewis. And then for the paper by one of my favorite authors, we have Deadly Little Scandals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, because Jennifer Lynn Barnes is amazing. And then for That Scares You, we have Nothing Like the Movies, because I'm scared how What Do You Mean Wes and Liz broke up. So yeah, really fun. Then for the pick multi-POV, we have We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Fazail. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong, so I'm sorry if I did. But that is the pick for multi-POVs. Really excited about that one as well. And then for the trees on the cover, we have Flight by Chuck Black, because there are trees and I really need to continue this series. And then for up to the TBR wheel, we have The Little Princess, or A Little Princess. So that is all of our April TBR choices. I'm sorry if I did say March instead of April. This is April's TBR. I am so excited for all these books, and I cannot wait to read all these, especially a couple of these. I'm still sad I didn't get a couple of the books I've been wanting off of this, but still a bunch of really fun picks, so I'm really excited for them. And thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below if you have a TBR for the month of April, and I will see y'all guys in the next video.